So I've got the cat under the car here with me, and I'm just gonna go for it. Slam this puppy up there. Okay. Cool. Got the manifold, exhaust manifold side. Got it over the studs. Alright, and then back up here. So I'm gonna connect it at the exhaust pipe here. There we go. You can kind of sit there. The exhaust pipe's got like a little lip on it that kind of holds it in place. I think I'm going to throw the studs in there though too, just to make it more secure. Let's see if we can frame this. Yeah, so I've got the studs back under here. I'm going to put the hex head side towards the back of the car. Slide these guys through. Alright, yeah. Cool. Do the other side. Stud number 2. Alright. Good enough for now. I believe next up is just putting the nuts back on. Alright, so I got my, I'll get some light on these. Got my 3 little flange nuts. Just coming back on. Oops, right. I want to put some anti-seize on there before I do this. Put a little dab right on the threads. Putting the nut on there will take care of the rest for me. Let's see, get this one. Good thing the stuff's kind of sticky. It seems to just adhere. Where's my hand? There it is. Nice. Okay. Now the nuts. Do this bottom one. Easy one. Cool. There's one nut. Flange nut number 2. It's on there pretty well. Alright, last one. Number 3. Kind of a hard to reach spot there. Very dark, sorry. I don't know how well the anti-seize went with this one. I think I might have like smeared it with my gloves. It looks like it's on the threads though too. Sweet! Got them all through on there. And I just gotta tighten them down. Alright, so to tighten this stuff back up, I've just got my my socket wrench with 15mm deep socket on there. And I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these bad boys down. Can do one last final tighten once they're all looking pretty good. There we go. Sweet. Alright. Extender is just long enough. So I didn't bother to I don't know like the torque specifications on these nuts. I don't know if it matters. So I'm just gonna give them a good tighten and that's all. That's the deal. There we go. Alright. That's pretty tight. Uh-oh. This nonsense again, huh? There we go. Okay. I think that's it. Got all 3 flange nuts back on there. Nice. Now it's time for the back side. Let's see where we go. And there. So we got to put the nuts on this guy. Okay, so this is the exhaust end of the old catalytic converter, and I wanted to show you on the stock Cat, these holes here are threaded. So one end of the stud actually turned into this guy. On the replacement one, they're not threaded, they're just big open holes. So I needed another set of nuts to go on the other side. Fortunately, the nuts are pretty standard. It's just those studs are M10, so you can just pick up some automotive M10 nuts. Got these just at the hardware store. So, yeah, look a little, they're much larger, but I mean M10's the bolt size, so they should work. Alright, so here's the exhaust end. I'm going to try to start with just, I'm actually like at the side of the car here, I'm not underneath the car really. And put the big shiny one on this end. On the way, oh, that's totally not the right nut. Oh, I screwed up. Great. All right, so I figured out what happened with those nuts. I did have the right. This is an M10 stud, so I was right about that. So M10 1.5 coarse is what you want here. What happened apparently? What happens is nuts will fall out of these little packages at the store, and then people will try to put them back in, but they don't always put the right nuts back in. So basically, the original nuts I bought were just mislabeled. So these are M10 nuts, and they fit great. So there we go. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna put this stud in here, and let's see. I'm gonna get a little anti-seize stuff on it. Accent towards the back here. Get that through there without smearing the compound. There we go. I'm gonna put my old nut on the back. Put the new nut up front. Yeah, I wish I just would have bought replacement studs, because you know I got these off this time, but it seems like reusing the studs probably just increases the chances that next time these things come off, they're gonna break instead of come off. All right, the other side now. Got the stud in there already. Just gonna put some anti-seize both ends. Yeah, looks good. All right. I'm just putting these on a little ways here, and then I'll come back and tighten them. All right. So since I got two nuts, I need to hold both sides. So it's a 15 millimeter socket for these nuts, and I think I'm just gonna try to use my breaker bar to hold one end. Yeah, there we go. And I'll use my socket wrench to tighten the other side. Okay, so the old nuts are 15 millimeter. Turns out these new nuts are, I'll show you, 11/16 of an inch. Go figure. So I've got the breaker bar holding the old nut on, and then let's tighten this guy down. All right, I don't want to like over tighten one side before tightening the other, so I'm gonna stop there and switch sides. Okay, back on the driver's side again. Gonna hand tighten this guy as far as I can. It's about right there. Okay, so I tightened the driver's side. I think maybe the video didn't record, sorry. And now I'm just looking at the seal between the exhaust pipe and the cat. I think it looks pretty good. Alright, last step here before I can lower the car. I don't think you're going to be able to see it very well, sorry, but I'm just plugging in the last O2 sensor. Alright. And then my favorite part, there's this little linchpin maybe. Might be able to hold this one a little better than that last one. Yep, cool. Got it pinned. Can kind of see it. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Nice. That's it. We're all tightened up. Ready to lower the car. Alright, it's time to lower the car. If you watched my video on raising the car, you saw that my jack doesn't quite fit under there. So I actually had to drive it up on these beams. So before I lower it, I gotta put those beams back in place. Done that. And then all we gotta do is raise up the car to get it off the jack stands, take the jack stands out, and lower the car. Good. Just go a little farther in. Yep. Start pumping. Also got some rocks behind the rear tires. Added precaution. Cool. Jack stands are out. Other side of the car looks clear. Got my boards in place. And start slowly bringing her down. Cool. Alright, that's it. That's all the way. Alright, now I can just drive it off.